India accelerates free trade agreements to counter U.S. tariffs and expand exports. December 19, 2025. India is fast-tracking several free trade agreements, FTAs, to blunt the impact of steep U.S. import tariffs and diversify export markets amid rising global trade uncertainty. New Delhi is in advanced talks with the European Union, New Zealand, and Chile, and is set to sign an FTA with Oman this week, the first under its renewed push, according to Indian officials. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is expected to be in Muscat for the signing. The India-Oman deal aims to boost bilateral trade and expand Indian exports of engineering goods, textiles, pharmaceuticals, and agricultural products. FTAs have become central to India's economic strategy as it seeks deeper integration into global supply chains, stronger export growth, and job creation. By lowering tariffs and providing predictable trade rules, the agreements are designed to help Indian businesses remain competitive and access new markets. The push comes as Indian exporters grapple with U.S. import tariffs of up to 50% that took effect in August, hitting sectors such as textiles, auto components, metals, and labor-intensive manufacturing. While India and the U.S. are negotiating a bilateral trade agreement, progress has been slow. India is clearly using FTAs as a strategic tool to diversify export markets and soften the impact of steep and uncertain U.S. tariffs, said trade analyst Ajay Srivastava. India currently has 15 FTAs covering 26 countries and 6 preferential trade agreements with another 26 nations, while negotiating with more than 50 partners. Once ongoing talks conclude, India will have trade deals with nearly all major global economies except China, Srivastava said. Recent agreements with the UAE and Australia have lifted bilateral trade, while Britain and India announced an FTA in May that will slash tariffs on products including Scotch whisky, English gin, and Indian food exports. Trade Secretary Rajesh Agarwal said negotiations are advancing despite global trade challenges, though hurdles remain as India seeks to protect small farmers and domestic industries while partners push for wider market access. India-US trade talks have also been strained by New Delhi's continued purchase of discounted Russian crude, which Washington says helps fund Russia's war in Ukraine. However, relations have shown signs of easing, with Modi and U.S. President Donald Trump recently holding talks on trade and strategic interests. U.S., New Zealand and EU trade officials have held meetings in New Delhi in recent weeks to review progress and explore ways to accelerate negotiations. By the Associated Press Business News story by Rajesh Roy, December 19, 2025.